Hello everybody and welcome to another SKImpressions video. I am Sightless Combat and this is going to be Senua Saga Hellblade 2 thanks to a review code kindly provided by the wonderful folks at Xbox. For those who don't know me, I am an accessibility consultant, award-winning and multi-credited, and I am also Accessible Gaming Officer for Royal National Institute of Blind People, RNIB, the UK-based sight loss charity, but crucially I am a gamer without sight, that meaning I have absolutely no sight whatsoever. Now, with that as an introduction, you would think, how would I play video games? That is the subject for another video. But the key thing I'm looking to do here is test out how accessible Hellblade 2 is compared to the original. Now, those of you that know me will know that I have played Hellblade 1, as I'm going to refer to it from now on, a fair few times on stream for various reasons, most recently to obtain the Platinum Trophy, as I'd missed a lore stone in the original run that I subsequently managed to obtain on the PlayStation platform. That being said, of course, Hellblade 2 is now an Xbox title, as well as being on Windows, of course, and I'm curious to see just what happens in terms of the accessibility from 2017 until now, because, of course, a lot has changed since. Without further ado, though, we are going to just dive in and we will all see together just what has changed in Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Okay, so loading. It's taking a while, no audio yet. Even if there are logos here, they are not spoken or, audio versions.
This game uses an auto-save feature. Do not turn your system off when you see the save icon.
Okay.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is best experienced with headphones.
That's one
for
way
full
to have
3D
narration.
Binaural sound.
Wow.
Menu button continue.
That's good. Narration is on by default, even if it's not as fast as I would personally like, and it's good to see narration actually in here as well. So let's do as instructed and press menu.
Content warning. This game contains representations of psychosis, including visions and voice hearing, which some may find disturbing. This includes those who have had similar experiences themselves. People with experience of psychosis and professionals in psychiatry have assisted in these depictions.
Reminding me of the first
This game includes realistic depictions of graphic violence, trauma, death, terror, burning, drowning, confined spaces and themes of child loss. If you would like to find out more about psychosis and mental health, visit hellbladehelp.info. Menu button continue. It's
good that that is all narrated as well, because then if you are a person who is affected by any of these, then you can actually, find that information easily as well. And that happened in the first game too. There was a content warning available as a part of the setup, if my memory serves me well. So let's hit menu.
Photosensitivity warning. A very small percentage of people may experience a seizure when exposed to certain visual images.
I'm not sure whether this was
flashing
in the first game either.
That may appear in video games.
It may have been.
Even people who have no history of seizures or epilepsy may have an undiagnosed condition that can cause these photosensitive epileptic seizures while playing video games. Player discretion is advised. Immediately stop playing and consult a doctor if you experience any symptoms. Menu button continue.
Okay, so we're getting all of the content warnings at the start, which I personally think is a good idea. That makes sense. And also no music as well, which is interesting. But let's just press menu. Yay, accessibility.
1 of 9. Menu
so
narration.
So we are going to... Yay!
Checkbox.
Menu narration is the first option, so you get to turn it off
when
if you are
the contents
confused
will
or
be narrated.
Anything as to why your Xbox is possessed.
Toggle. 2 of 9.
So let's... Okay, so it's
menu
announcing
narration volume.
The value first
3 of 9.
in the list.
Audio mode.
Not ideal.
Combo box. Headphones.
Okay.
4 of 9.
Is there...
Master volume.
Is there not an ability to adjust narration
5 of 9.
speed here?
Subtitles. 6 of 9.
Okay.
Language. 7 of 9. Text size. 8 of 9.
Wobbles will be pleased.
Background animations.
The wonderful wobbly
9.
gamer who always says about text
Color
size.
scheme. 1 of 9. Menu narration.
Yeah, see, I want to adjust
Checkbox.
So how do we... Guessing menu is continue.
Display.
Yep, it is.
Adjust gamma
I'm going
until
to leave
the
these at
image on the
default.
left is barely visible.
Actually, is this
1 of 3. Gamma.
So
Slider.
is that
50.
Oh, cool. So it gives you numbers.
Adjust 2 of 3.
So
Colorblind mode.
colorblind mode. Okay.
3 of
So
3.
there's options there.
Colorblind mode correction.
Correction.
Button.
That's interesting.
Setting locked. 10.
Oh, so you'd have to turn
Adjust
that
the
on.
intensity of the colorblind
above,
mode
yeah.
filters from 0, off, to 10, 1 of 3.
Given I am playing as a
Gamma.
gamer without sight, those filters would not be
Slider.
useful to me, but I wonder how useful
50.
they would be to a
Adjust
colorblind.
the brightness of content in the
gamer.
middle of the visible spectrum.
Let's press menu again.
Main menu.
Yay!
1 of 3.
Also, no music still.
New
Oh, there we
story.
go. There's
Button.
music.
2 of 3. Settings.
Wow, it feels good to actually be able to
Button.
know what's in these menus.
3 of 3.
Genuinely.
Extras. 2
Extras.
of
We'll have a look in
settings.
that in a minute.
2 of 7. 1 of 7.
So
Audio.
it still seems
Button.
strange that it's saying the
button
list
select.
position first.
B button
I
back.
think this is one of the only games I can think of that does that natively.
2 of 7. Gameplay.
Maybe
3 of
Forza did,
7.
but there's a lot of
Graphics.
configuration
4
there.
of 7.
So
Controls.
I probably turned it
5
off.
of 7. Input.
Love the music
6
though,
of
really
7.
ethereal.
Interface.
Ethereal
7
and
of 7.
floaty.
Subtitles.
Oh, so there's no accessibility
Button.
menu, okay. So we're
6
going to
of
have to
7.
hunt
Interface.
through here
2 of 3. 1 of
to
3.
find...
Accessibility.
Ah, so accessibility is
Button.
under interface, okay.
access. 2 of 3. Background at 1 of 3.
So...
Text size. 3 of 3.
So where does
Color scheme.
menu narration
2 of 3.
fall under here?
Language. 3 of 3.
Language...
Menu wrapping.
Menu... Oh, menu
Check
wrapping is an
off.
option, wow!
2 of 3 of 3.
That's cool.
Menu on.
Very well done.
Settings.
I like that as an option.
5.
Ah, but
1
it
of
is not
7.
smart wrapping
Audio.
when it's on. That is
Audio.
interesting.
1 of 8.
Okay, good to know.
2. 1 of 8.
Let's have a look.
Accessibility.
So, oh, there's
Audio
like little
accessibility.
accessibility
2 of 5.
menus
1 of 5.
underneath each one. That's an
Menu narration.
interesting take.
2 of
Let's see
5.
if there's a speed option in here.
Menu narration volume. 3
Hoping
of
there
5.
is, because it is quite
Menu
slow.
narration speed.
If you want to know how slow
Slider.
compared to my actual general
5.
reading speed,
Adjust the speed at which
you
the
can look
menu
at
is
these short on my
narrated.
YouTube channel.
8. 4 of 5.
That's better.
Active SFX volume. 5 of 5.
Active.
Ambient SFX volume.
Oh, cool. You can adjust
Slider.
the ambience separately.
10.
Nice.
Adjust the volume of all ambient sounds such as wind. From
We
0.
won't
1 of
tweak
5.
that yet.
2 of 8. Audio mode. Combo box.
Let's have a look.
Headphones.
What do we-
Speakers. Mono.
Oh,
Button.
cool.
Headphones.
That's good. So
Button.
you have options there for
Button
audio
select.
mode if you
3
need
of
it.
8.
I'm loving these
Master
menus.
volume.
It's nice.
2 of 8.
It's
3
good
of 8.
to be able to
Master volume.
feel included even
Slider.
if it's just via the
10.
menus.
4 of 8.
Of course, the gameplay will
Speech
be a
volume.
whole different
5 of
subject.
8. SFX volume. 6 of 8.
So all of these.
Music volume. 7 of 8.
And
Interface volume. 8 of 8.
is there anything?
Streamer mode.
Yay!
Checkbox. Off.
Streamer
Turn on
mode.
streamer mode to remove licensed music for streaming purposes.
That's a good idea.
A button toggle.
Let's turn
on.
that on. There we go.
1 of 8.
Right.
Settings. 2 of 7. Gameplay.
So
2 of gameplay.
gameplay. I'm
2
just
of
going to
1
scroll
of 2.
through.
Accessibility. 2 of 2.
So this is accessibility
Combat
options.
difficulty. Combo box.
Ooh.
Dynamic.
I like the fact that it's a
Customize the
combo
overall
box.
difficulty of the combat experience. A button expand list. Dynamic. Easy. Medium. Hard.
Does it
Button.
give you a
button
list
select.
of what
B button close.
changes? No.
Dynamic.
I'll leave it on dynamic.
Button. 1 of 2. Accessibility.
And then
Gameplay
what's under
accessibility. 2 of
accessibility?
1 of 7.
Whoa, lots
Camera
of
bob.
things.
Slider. 10.
Okay.
Adjust the level of artificial shake applied to the 2 of 7.
Artificial shake.
Button mash input method. Combo box. Tap.
I'm going to put that on
Customize the type
hold.
of tap. Hold. Auto. Button.
Oh,
Hold.
oh, cool. There's an autocomplete.
Hold.
Nice.
3 of 7. Sprint input type.
Good to see
Combo box.
the accessibility
Customize the type of input required
very,
to
very
sprint.
well put
Hold.
together here.
Toggle. Hold.
Uh,
Toggle. Button.
hmm.
A button select. B button close.
It's interesting how these little, if there are any tooltips with these sub options that they don't read, if they are present. I don't know if they are.
Toggle. 4 of 7.
Let's have a.
Block input type. Combo box.
Oh,
Hold.
yep.
Customize the type of input required to block attacks during combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
In hold mode, the input must be held to block. In toggle mode, the input must be pressed to activate, then pressed again to deactivate block.
Oh, so it says it on.
Button expand list.
Ah, so it says
X
it on
button reset.
this version of the screen
back.
rather than with the individual options. Okay,
5 of 7.
that's fair enough, I suppose.
Focus input type. Combo box.
Oh, yep.
Hold. 6 of 7. Offensive actions. Combo box.
Oh,
Default.
what is this?
Customize how offensive actions in combat are executed during gameplay.
Ooh.
In default mode, inputs mapped to offensive actions must be pushed during gameplay. In simplified mode, the game will trigger the most appropriate offensive action regardless of which offensive input is chosen by the player.
Oh.
In self-play, the game will automatically carry out all offensive actions during combat, requiring no input from the player.
Self-play?
Button expand list.
What?
7 of 7.
Ooh.
Defensive actions. Combo box. Default. Customize how defensive actions
So
in
I'm
combat are
guessing this is
executed
the same
during
kind of
gameplay.
thing?
In default mode, inputs mapped to defensive actions must be pushed during gameplay. In simplified mode, the game will trigger the most appropriate defensive action regardless of which defensive input is chosen by the player.
Yep.
In self-play, the game will automatically carry out all defensive actions during combat, requiring no input from the player.
Okay.
Button expand list.
I mean, this
X
begs
button
the
reset.
question.
B button back.
This begs the question of whether the game will be accessible.
Gameplay. 2 of 2.
Whether the
Combat
gameplay
difficulty.
will be. So we'll
1
have
of
to
settings.
see.
3 of 7. 2 of
What
7.
else have
1
we
of
got
7.
here? Audio
3 of 7.
gameplay,
Graphics. 4
graphics.
of
I'm
7.
not going to change any of that.
Controls.
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 Can we view the
2 of
controls?
17. 1 of 17.
Whoa, lots of
Move
options.
forward. Button. Primary binding. Left stick up.
Oh, so you can look
Select
at
which input will
the
move. 2
bindings.
of
That's
17.
cool.
Move backwards. 3 of
So
17.
that's going to be
Move left.
left stick.
5 of 17. Look up. Button.
That's going to be your
Primary binding.
right stick.
Right stick up.
Okay.
6 of 7 of
So
8 of
those
17.
ones.
Look right. 9 of 17.
Okay.
Interact. Button. Primary binding.
So what is our
B button.
interact set?
10 of
Interact is
17.
B. Okay, much like
Focus. Hold. Button.
I think much
Primary
like the
binding.
original game.
Left trigger. 11 of
Oh,
17.
focus it. Wait, focus
Sprint.
is on left
10 of
trigger. I
17.
don't think
11
it
of
was there
17.
before.
Sprint.
Interesting.
12 of 17.
Oh, what is sprint?
11 of
Sprint is
17.
probably going to be left stick.
Sprint. Button. Primary binding. Left bumper.
Oh,
Select
oh
which
no,
input
no,
will
left
increase
bumper. Yeah,
movements.
of course it
12
is.
of 17. Fast attack.
Forgetting things.
Primary binding. X button.
Okay, yeah.
13 of 17. Heavy attack.
I wish you
Button.
could just
Primary
turn the
binding.
positionings off
Y button.
or move
Select
it
which
to the
input will
next
trigger
part
heavy
of the
attacks.
string. So it was,
Button select.
you know, fast attack
X button
12 of
reset.
17.
Menu 12. 13 of
That
17.
would be very
Heavy
much
attack.
appreciated being able
Button.
to adjust that. But hopefully that can
Primary
be
binding.
patched.
Y button.
Okay, so
14 of
X,
17.
Y,
Block slash parry.
block
Button.
parry.
Primary binding.
What is block parry?
Right bumper. Select which input will
Ooh,
block
okay,
slash
I'm
parry incoming
gonna-
attacks. A button select.
You know what I'm going to do?
11
I'm
of
going to
17.
change that.
14 of 17.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Block slash parry.
Because this
15 of
is Hellblade,
17.
so
Evade.
treat it
Button. Primary
as
binding.
it would be.
A button. 16
Okay,
of 17.
primary binding. Yeah.
Pause. Button.
Menu.
Primary binding.
Probably.
Menu
Yay.
button. 17
And
of
what's
17.
the final button?
Photo mode. Button.
Okay.
Primary binding. D-pad up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Select
Right,
settings.
let's
5 of 7.
see what else we've got
Input.
here. Input.
Button. Input.
What is input?
1 of 8. Invert look control Y.
Oh,
2 of
cool.
8. Vibration strength.
DB,
Slider.
are we pleased?
3 of 8.
the
Look control
the
sensitivity
input
X.
binding.
Slider. 4 of 8.
Sensitivity
control sensitive. 5 of
sliders.
8.
That's cool.
Camera navigation sensitivity X. 6 of 8.
Okay.
Camera navigation.
That's
7
cool.
of 8. Camera rotation sensitivity. 8 of 8.
Rotation things.
Camera rotation sensitivity.
Okay, so
1 of
that's
8.
all
Settings.
that.
6 of 7.
And
Interface.
we've looked
7
in
of 7.
there.
Subtitles.
And then
Main menu.
subtitles. Actually, are they
3,
on by
2 of 3.
default? I hope they
Settings. Setting. 2.
There are
3,
a lot
2,
of
7
settings
of
here,
7.
which is good.
5. 1 of 5. Subtitles.
Let's see.
Checkbox. Off.
Oh, they're off
Activate
by
or
default.
deactivate
That's
subtitles appearing
strange.
On. 2 of 5.
That is
Closed
strange.
captions. CC. Checkbox. On. At 3 of 5.
Okay, so I've enabled
Text size.
subtitles and the CCs are probably
5.
on by default.
4 of 5. Direction. Checkbox. Off. Activate or deactivate the indicator showing the direction of the character who is speaking. A button toggle. 5
You know
of
what,
5.
I'm going to
4
put
of
that on
5.
for those that need
5
it.
of 5. Advanced settings. Button.
If people do,
Visible.
how advanced?
6 of 12. 5 of
Oh
12.
wow! So you click the
Advanced
advanced
settings.
button, then a bunch
Button.
of things
6 of 12.
appear at the bottom
Match
of it.
platform settings.
That's cool.
Checkbox. Off.
Oh.
When active, this setting will automatically attempt to match subtitle settings with the settings applied on your system. A
Oh.
button. 5 of
I
12.
wish there was a setting to do that for the narration. That'd be good,
1 of 5. Settings.
because then it
1
could
of
just
7.
directly mirror. Right.
Audio.
Let's.
Main
Now
menu.
we turn the subtitles
1 of
on. Let
2
me
of
just
3.
make sure
Setting.
that I have.
7 of subtitles. 1 of 5. Subtitles. Checkbox. On.
Yeah, there we go.
Settings.
Yeah.
Main
So
menu.
now we've done that.
3 of
Let's
3.
quickly look at
Extras.
extras.
1 of 1. Senua psychosis feature. Button.
Oh,
Button
okay.
select.
Like a
Main
little
menu.
featurette.
1
Okay.
of 3.
So let's
New
go
story.
into new
Button.
story.
A button select. X button profile.
Oh. Okay. That was very quick loading. And then.
Senua,
Oh. Okay.
the outcast who became a warrior, who faced her demons and challenged the gods for her lover's soul.
So if you hadn't played the previous
has
game,
accepted the voices,
you wouldn't know who
the
this is.
furies, as part of herself.
Okay. So the voices are now
Just like
named.
her mother Galena, she was not like other people.
Loving the music. So this is kind of a summary.
banishing herself to the wilds. So she was not there when the Northmen massacred her people and sacrificed Dillion to the god of hell. Senua's torment was so deep that the world around her fell away. She took the head of her beloved, the vessel of his soul, and vowed to go to hell herself to save him.
This is a great intro for those who haven't played the first game.
Through mist-shrouded horrors, she fought to find the secret path that would lead her to the very gates of hell. Senua released her rage, a fury that could not be stopped. Not by savage jaws, not by waves of warriors, not by the pull of death itself.
Great music here as well.
Senua's fate was never in the hands of the gods, but in her own.
Okay.
Only she could choose, out of love, to live, to go on, and to take us with her.
Okay. What a strong opening cutscene as an intro to the, to those who haven't played the previous game. That is a brilliant idea. That is fantastic. Let's see, though, if the gameplay is accessible enough to be done without any assistance whatsoever. Let's find out. I think it's loading. Actually, are we in game? Genuinely not sure at this point. Let me just press menu to see what happens.
Pause menu.
Okay.
Pause menu.
So we are... Oh.
1 of 4.
So we are apparently in-game or in a cutscene.
Do I know you?
Oh. Okay.
It's been a long time. She made a promise to the one she loved.
It has been a long
Not
time,
now,
for the record.
but no less. A promise. Not one soul more would suffer as he had. She carries him in her heart. His death, his life, will drive her on. She will
That's
forge a
cool.
purpose
That's-
from his death.
That's cool music.
Make meaning from the pain.
Atmospheric.
And then the Northmen came again to our land,
Oh.
stripping us of our names, our lives, of everything that makes us who we are, beating and binding, taking us as slaves. These Northmen sail under a blood-red sign.
No haptics yet.
They call Master.
Okay.
Senua will follow that sign. She let herself be taken, dragged in chains to their ships, so she can trace the poison to its source,
Ah.
find the heart, and cut it out.
So deliberately
Stop the
captured.
slavers. Keep her promise.
Interesting.
But plans can drift off course.
This is why you need... Oh, haptics, there we go. This is why you need audio description as well. Okay, so we are underwater. Seemingly. Yeah, you need audio description for this as well as cues for loss of control and regaining of control during
Begins
cutscenes.
as it ends,
Or around cutscenes, I guess.
alone, in the dark.
Alone in the Dark? That's a different game. No, I'm loving this so far. It's brilliantly well crafted narratively. I'm just itching to answer that question of, can I play this game without assistance? Okay.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Need air, find the
So-
port. I can't breathe.
So we need to get out, but there's no navigational cue. Because this is a cutscene, okay. Whoa, yep. Back under we go. So I'm not doing anything here. Okay, I moved forward slightly, but I don't know whether that had any impact. The sound design is brilliant. Absolutely phenomenal here. Whoa, yep, that's a wave. Wave go whoosh. So what are we... So we... Oh no. Right, so we are in the middle of the ocean, seemingly. So are we actually in-game?
Get up, quick.
This is the thing. Oh, okay.
She's too weak. You let him die. You let him die like this.
Whoa, wow.
Don't look anymore.
So I remember the first game had an opening where you had all these voices and things.
Even when you're pulled by forces dim and vast, fate can stop you cold.
Ah, seemingly still some kind of cutscene.
Founded with the ship. She must find a new light to steer by. Find the next sign.
Okay, so
We can't stay here. Too cold.
so I'm guessing we have to now go.
Let's climb.
Right.
Don't think about the pain.
So it says let's climb, but where do we climb?
You are a warrior. A weak warrior.
So I'm pressing forward just in case we happen to be going the right way. Could be one of those sequences where we're locked in place. I moved to my right slightly and that seemed to do something, but it's unfortunately not looking like there is a way to navigate without assistance. I just want to see what the combat's like, to be totally honest. It's a shame there's not a self-play for the navigation. In a way, that would... It wouldn't be ideal, far from it, but it would be better than nothing. I'm loving what this game's, putting down though. It sounds phenomenal, the music's great. I just wish I had a sense of where I was going. That's the best way I can describe it. Just gonna press B just to see if anything happens, because that's our interact. Well, it seemed to do something. I guess just move forward and keep pressing B.
You should not have come here,
Whoa.
child.
Okay, hello. Okay.
This dark land, it pushes back. She's so far from home, from all she's
Okay, we
ever
are walking
known,
forward.
half drowned, and lost in a world still clouded to her eyes. But she won't yield. She must fight on, as she always has.
Yeah,
Remember,
so there is no navigational assist as far as I could see from the information we
we've
found in
been
the
to hell
settings.
before.
Okay, just trying to see if we had camera control. We seemingly do as well. But unfortunately, it seems as if we might be stuck. As much as this amazing ambience is trying to tell us otherwise. In a strange way. No, this is wonderfully atmospheric though. This is one of those games that I would definitely appreciate being able to play. Just trying to see if I move anywhere if I get any kind of response. So I've moved to my left. The sound is changing, so that means we are not so much progressing as we are trying to get somewhere. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to leave this here because there is not going to be a way other than by sheer luck that I'm going to be able to get through this, which is such a shame because I was very much looking forward to this, especially with the game having menu narration such as it is. But it does go to show that menu narration can't solve all the accessibility challenges, barriers, however you want to look at it. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to streaming this with sighted assistance. It's going to be a very, very interesting experience, I think. But with that being said, I want to thank Xbox for providing me with the code to look at this game early, even, you know, irrespective of the results. And if you're curious to see other games in videos like this, do feel free to let me know what you want to see and I will look at sorting it out, because I'm always happy to show off new games and look at their potential for accessibility. This game, if you had some kind of navigational assistance implementation, whether that's an automatic camera turn or an audio cue to follow would be quite immersive in this kind of a game, I think, for instance, and cues for, say, interactions and, you know, when to focus, etc. That could be very, very helpful if done right. But yeah, regardless of that, we will leave this video here. All that remains for me to say is I've been Sightless Combat. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time it is in your part of the world, whatever time it is where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.